And we're live.
All right. Welcome to Waterdeep, the crown of the north, where a wondrous tale of urban adventure is about to unfold. Our story begins with the gathering of adventurers at the Yawning Portal Inn and Tavern. We have Donovan, who I'll point out on the screen right now. We have Roland, Suki, and Otto. So when we last left off, there was a book signing this night at the Yawning Portal. All of our adventurers had a reason for showing up, not all the same reasons, but they all showed up nonetheless, and there were 4 acts. There was an opening act that a very popular amongst the nobles anyway, flautist that performed, followed by 3 Strings and Suki. They performed a short act. Then Volo, the entrepreneur, writer, celebrity person, did a book signing after he had everyone's attention with the opening acts. And then the final event was they opened the portal, and a group of adventurers, the portal beneath the stage that is, and a group of adventurers entered the Undermountain through it. And that concluded the scheduled events. But then the night, there was a huge gathering of people and there was much partying, and it continues now. I would be interested in knowing how long Donovan and Roland plan to be hanging out this night, and what their intentions or anything they'd like to accomplish this evening. Actually, here I did want to show you. Should have plopped these up. Well, here's a picture of the adventurers entering the portal that was beneath the stage.
Cool.
You guys witnessed that before going to the bar with Dernan and continuing to drink that very expensive bottle of booze. And I will move us over to...
It's good, because I've got a few questions.
the Yawning Portal.
Oh, it's kind of darked. So got some dark areas in the center over here. Is that just because it's smoky and...
Oh, you mean just over the stage? Oh, no, there's just no light over there. Actually, there's a candle. You could pick up this like any of these light sources.
Like this one?
And move them around the room. Do you see that?
Yeah, it's dark, like right over the portal.
Well, it's just, that's there's a wooden floor there.
Oh, okay, it's covered. Oh, so they've already did their thing in the portal, and then...
That's where they went in, though.
Okay.
Yeah, they already did their thing, and the stage has been replaced with that. There's a winch off to the side for, apparently, if they ever need to move this. The story is they don't do it much anymore. It's a big problem having a big hole into Undermountain in the middle of their bar. Bar was built around an old keep, is all you really know. And the keep went into there's stories. It goes 1,000 feet into the underworld, but other people have said, it just goes down 70 feet and then veers off. But Dernan made the very wise decision of closing that up and using that space. They used to actually, this used to be a jumping off point for people to go into Undermountain and go adventuring. Many stories have been told about the exploits of adventurers that go down into the Undermountain in search of riches, and many go down, few return is the lore. But present tense, that is covered up with a wooden stage, a very sturdy. It's not going to fall through by any means. Very sturdy wooden stage that they have replaced after those adventurers went down, and that was like Volo apparently paid for that as well. He basically started them off with booty and said, "Hey, if you entertain these people by going into the Undermountain on this night, I'll give you cash." Furthermore, Volo apparently emptied his coffers to make that night happen. It was a big deal to get all these people in one place to have his book, get that publicity. And it appears to have worked. Like people are, the rich people are even, half of them actually started to trickle out after the opening act. But a lot of them stayed because of the high quality entertainment that Bolo and Durnan have provided this night. But a lot of the people have cleared out, as you can see, and now you are around the bar. Suki mentioned something. She's very distracted. You're getting kind of odd looks from her when you trying to catch her eye, Donovan, here and there. If you are or not, she would like look away, not really making a lot of eye contact. It looked like she wants to, but you're not sure what's going on with her.
It's not flirtatious. It's more like awkwardness, kind of.
Yes, exactly. It is awkward. And she mentioned something. You over here talking about her many friends in Cat Alley. Something about one of the cats being sick, and she wanted to go back and tend to them. And Otto says something about having to, he has a contractual obligation with a carriage company to move goods in the morning, and he's got a wrap. So they end up taking off.
Both Otto and Suki?
Yeah.
Well, I won't let them leave without saying, look, I frequently come in here, well, a couple of nights a week at least, until I find my friend Floon, and I'll probably be back through, especially Otto. I may have need of somebody with a strong chin, a muscled arm. So, yeah. Is he gonna be working here in the future? Is he gonna be the doorman for a while?
Well, this was Durnan explains. Well, this is kind of a one-off, but everyone's kind of half in the bag actually because of that. Those spirits, everyone notices they're stronger than usual, and the high you get from them is pretty superb. So,
all right. I just don't want him to leave without me being like, "Hey, I think it was nice to meet you," that kind of thing. I want to make sure I keep that contact. I noticed that
Darren says he knows how to get in contact with him. He knows his employer.
So that leaves the half elf, Roland.
That's me.
Yep. All right, so I'll get rid of.
So when I'm sitting next to him, I wince like I smell a fart, and then look at Roland, and you've been on the road for quite some time, haven't you? I'll smile if he laughs.
I have, but there's no use trying to blame that on me.
Well, I was impressed by what I saw outside earlier. The fight in the alleyway. The fight in front of the yawning portal with the troll.
Yeah.
Brave men are difficult to find in this age.
Yeah. It's easy to die being brave. That's probably why.
That would explain why I try to surround myself with as many brave folk as possible. did I hear you saying to Dernan you're planning on staying here in Waterdeep?
Yes, it's that time of year. I'll be here for the winter.
For the entirety of it?
Of the winter?
Yeah.
I stay close to Waterdeep during the entirety of winter.
Yeah, so what do you do for work?
Work?
Work. Well, good booze typically costs money, unless you're friends with the bartender. I'll wink at Dernan.
Well, that much is true. I tend to the outskirts in the wilderness. Pick up what needs to be done.
And you just come back here for the occasional bath and drink?
This is where I'm from.
Really? Yeah, I as well. Perhaps, I was just speaking to Dernan. I'm speaking, like may need some help.
You may need some help?
I might.
What's up?
Well, I was looking for a friend. You said you were a tracker or a ranger or something, like a hunter?
Yeah.
Well, there is a chance that I might benefit from somebody with your particular talents, and, well, perhaps I can help you with a place to stay, free of charge.
That depends on what you need tracked.
Well, as of now, I really don't need anything tracked, but having an extra set of eyes and someone with a keen blade at my side could prove helpful. You probably know better than I, because being a half-elf, I'd imagine you're some bit, despite the fact that you only look 5 or 6 years older than me, you're probably 50, 60 summers.
I've been around.
To grow a beard that thick, it's a fine beard. It is.
But as long as we're not taking advantage of any, I'm not hunting any innocents or anything like that.
No, please, no, not you. No, that would not be something I would be interested in as well.
I'm glad to hear that. Then I'm sure we'll get along.
Yeah, I'm a friend of the downtrodden, an orphan myself. Trying to do better, but seem to be making the right kinds of friends. Like I said, I've learned to surround myself with people that, people that...
Take care of one another?
Yes, that's the best way to put it, I would say. Well, look around. Is there anybody else in the bar here that...
Hey, Roland, you have a little hard time paying attention to Donovan, possibly because behind you, if you turn around, there's a group of women or girls, really, that are smiling and giggling and like whispering each other's ears. And obviously, I mean, you thought they were, you turned around and looked at Dernan in the back of the bar looking for who else they could possibly be motioning towards. But they all have apparently taken quite an interest in you.
Me?
No,
Yeah.
I think he means me.
Yeah. I would think so.
Do I see him looking at these women when he's not paying attention to me?
Donovan, you think they're looking at you.
Yeah.
Knowing Donovan, of course he does.
I'll just give like the quick side elbow as I'm grabbing my drink into Roland's.
You came here with one, you got distracted by another. Why wouldn't they?
Oh, there's.
So they see you like take a glance now that you notice, and this one girl gets up as soon as you catch her eye.
All right, here she comes.
And she walks over to you.
Is it the short one?
It is the short one.
Oh, she's actually kind of cute.
She's elven.
She's at least half elven. Never been.
She says, "I'm Teeny."
Who's she talking to?
You're Roland, right? The famous adventurer from the Battle at the Trollgate?
Oh, jeez.
Me and my friends have all heard. Someone mentioned and told us you were that person, and we've been hearing stories for quite a while.
And I'm sure they're just stories.
All of them true. I'll say. I'll turn my back to her. All of them true. Don't be so modest, my friend. I'll pat him on the shoulder.
And when Donovan says that, she gets even closer to you in your space, almost touching her body up against yours, and she says, I think it is you, and I think those stories are true as well.
Really? Oh. Well, I guess we'll have to have a drink and a giggle over it now, won't we?
Then, after you say that, she proceeds to get even closer, and her mouth is almost at your ear, and she says, oh, I'd like to do a lot more than that.
And good, as I'm watching her hands now to see if she's making any moves or has any weapons.
Make a perception check.
Yeah, I'd like to see if she's trying to pick his pocket or anything as well, if I could.
Yeah, because if I'm smelling that bad, I can't imagine her getting closer to me for much of a reason other than that.
Yeah, it
took
me like
Donovan,
3
you're
drinks.
paying attention, and you notice at that table.
What am I rolling?
Carol.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know her.
And you know that she runs with a group of, basically a gang of girls.
What does that mean?
Are they street? They're like street toughs, like that kind of
little girls of the evening, or
they are. They look out for each other.
Yeah, they're not prostitutes, right?
Oh, they're not. No, they're not. They're young girls.
What am I rolling?
Intelligence. If you don't have a perception ability.
No, I should have perception ability. Oh, I have insight and perception.
Oh, there you
wisdom. Wisdom.
No, if you have insight, then you would probably roll on either perception or insight.
So I click on perception.
Yeah, just the word perception, yeah, and the little skills box there.
Yeah, okay, and that'll roll something?
Yep. There you go.
Where? What?
Oh, you gotta put it, it's in the chat. And you should activate your dice if you want them to be seen on the screen. So go to your settings where the reconnect is and make your dice visible. So I'm sorry, you were saying, DM, I noticed like she's all up in his stuff. I'll like eyeball her. It's just to be aware if she's trying to pick his pocket or something, and I'll look back.
Oh, you can make a perception check as well. You don't see anything. You think she's genuinely. So far, you think she's genuinely. You don't see any contact. You see like total a line of light between her and him, but she is that close that's all you can see is a line of light between the two of them. You don't see any hand breach that barrier. She's not putting a hand on him.
There it is.
And that confirms you don't see any, and she seems very amorous.
Do you think
the last thing she says to you is, I want to have your babies.
Who, me?
Yep.
More than one, is that right?
Well,
that'll keep you busy.
It depends on how many children we could have.
What have I perceived with her hands? Is she about to either steal or stab?
She's about to grab your...
No, you detect sincerity in her offer. And I don't know if I made it clear, but she explains that they have heard of you. They heard of the battle that you fought in. They heard they saw someone pointing at you earlier saying, yeah, he's that guy.
Dude, you're a celebrity.
Fabulous.
Yeah. Dernan reaches over the bar and says, oh, you found yourself an admirer, did you?
Yeah,
apparently. Well, let's get her a drink before she...
Well, adventurers are really... successful adventurers are very popular in the city, I must say. And a lot of the adventurers that hang out the port are older. Their exploits are old. You just accomplished something in recent history, and it's certainly noteworthy. And I could see why the young people would be attracted to that.
Wait, how young is she? She's a half elf or an elf?
She looks real young, dude. Like teens.
What is she in elven years though?
Yeah, like she's still got amniotic fluid on her or what?
So with that, she like winks at you and goes back, kicking
Wait, I get her a drink?
kicking her foot as she walks, and she goes back to her table giggling. And as soon as she gets back to the table, the other 3 girls are giggling as well.
I'll slap him on the back. Still got your purse?
Yeah, I know.
No, I was telling you to. I was telling you to check.
And the blood in my veins.
I'll look over at the message. I know Carol, and I assume
and an extra drink, I imagine, since I ordered one. So.
Well, and Dernan lines them up one more time, emptying that bottle that he opened.
It's heartbreaking. Cheers to new friends, Roland. Well met.
With that, this gentleman approaches the bar, and Dernan says, Volo, good to see you, man.
This is Volo? The Volo of whom the books are written?
Volo?
Who has written all the books, rather?
Volo the cobbler? The one that makes the slippers.
No, I don't make slippers. I'm a celebrity. I'm the one that had he trails off trying to defend his honor from being mistaken for a cobbler.
Please give him a drink. No, I know who you are. Please, your reputation precedes you, unlike mine. Oh, wait, you're a writer. My name's Donovan. I've always thought I've got stories and spun stories my years growing up here in Waterdeep.
Donovan? Friend of Floon? Is it?
Yeah, I'm a friend of Floon. What, you know Floon?
He motions at Dernan, saying, "Is this the gentleman you told?" And Dernan's nodding his head, yes, Donovan. I told you, Volo might have. Well, he saw Floon just a day or so ago. He says to and Volo gets real close, starts rubbing his hand. He tightens his scarf and seems very interested. Oh yes, our embarrassed to say, I might have gotten him left him in a bad situation. You see, we went out drinking the other night, 2 nights ago, and we got maybe one too many, and well, I left him alone there, and it was not the best part of town. I feel horribly about it, and I heard you haven't heard from him as well, having been so close to him. And
no days. We're roommates. Well, we're trying to be roommates. Wait. What were you doing with him?
What the hell are you talking about?
We were drinking at the
Settle that down.
Dragon down in the dock ward. It's not the best part of town. You know, we like to party. So we had a few drinks, and a few drinks led to a few more drinks, and, well, I stumbled out and left him there. So sorry to say.
Well, he's left me a few places. Now, here, sit. You look uncomfortable. Here, can Volo have a drink?
But Dernan, he seems a little young to... I mean, I certainly can't... I'm a bit of a coward, you see, and I would be searching for it myself, but if I could encourage you to look for our mutual friend.
Well, you are in good company, because I too, sir, have been referred to as a coward on many occasions, but luckily my new friend Roland here is anything but a coward. He's the hero of Troll's Gate. Volo, meet Roland, hero of Troll's Gate. And those women over there, they're all here for him.
Someone walks up between Donovan and Volo. Actually, it walked up kind of trying to decide who to walk up to first, and offers you guys first Volo, and then offers something. It looks like he's offering something to Volo, and then you hear when they turn to you, this person with the hood on says, "Would you like some Black Lily?"
Oh.
Black Lily, you've heard of it. It's a street drug. It's a pretty popular street drug these days.
do I recognize this guy? Have I seen him around? Like, not necessarily just to know him, but do I know he's like somebody that is in the area that is involved in this kind of stuff? Maybe.
He doesn't look familiar now.
Is Black Lily, is that illegal here in Waterdeep?
No, it's not illegal because it's not one of the super hard drugs. It's kind of like just a mild, actually, it's known to induce some pretty desirable side effects like great stamina and
nice.
Makes you move real fast. It can have, coming down off it isn't that. Anyway, would you like some?
I would, but only if my friend Volo here. Do you know Volo? Oh, yes.
5 gold. He holds out a little envelope in his palm, and he says 5 gold.
5 gold. I don't think I have 5 gold.
It's a good price.
I'll look at Volo.
Volo, none for me. No. I've got to keep a sharp mind. Writer's block comes on fast. And
well, 5 gold. Let me give it a smell.
He looks back and forth. Durnan looks his way. He's not telling him to go away, but he's not real happy with the transaction at the bar.
I'll just lean over and smell. He
opens the envelope for you.
I'll take a sniff. Does it smell like it's the real thing?
My friend the bartender's not happy?
You've smelled people smoking it before. That definitely smells like Black Lily to you. Silky black leaves.
Wait,
I don't know.
Why notice the bartender not happy with the transaction?
He said, I don't care. Hey, live it up. Whatever. I'm not judging anyone here tonight.
Yeah. Hey, Roland, don't be such a square. It smells good, my friend, but certainly not worth 5 gold coin. I'll give you 2. Can I use my persuasion?
Yes.
Come on, bitch.
All right, 2, but let's make it quick. I got a lot of people to hit here.
2. Here, just put it on the bar, and I'll set 2 gold coins down on the bar next to where he puts the envelope.
Lays it down, grabs the coins, and the guy is out of there.
All
and
right.
You see him move over to the girls. They shoo him away. He goes over to Yagra. You know Yagra down at the end of the bar, by the way. Yagra starts yucking it up with the guy, actually.
Yeah, she's a smoker. I'll just tuck it inside my shirt. I'm not like a heavy user or anything, but if I don't use it, I may be able to use it to get something else later. So,
Ooh, Yagra's not yucking it up with them. You thought they were hitting it off at first? Yaga shouts out loud, "You like killing me mates, do ya?" And he just like backs away, starts walking away. She shouts that at him and turns back to her drink, and he just starts making his way to the other side of the bar.
Ooh. I guess I won't be smoking this.
And she catches your group's eye at the end, or she looks up and just raises her mug. Ah!
I'll raise my glass at her. She's a strong woman, I'll say to Volo. So speaking of cowards, yes, I too suffer from a small bit of cowardice. I prefer to see it as a man that knows his limitations, which I'm very well aware of mine. I gotta ask, Volo, as I know Flume's got more friends than I in the city, but someone of your renown, how is it you know Flume?
You're asking Volo?
Yeah.
Oh, well, we run in the same circles. The literary party, just know each other. You get the sense that he doesn't want to say, of course we know each other. We know a lot of the nobles, the rich people, and movers and shakers, and he's actually seemed a little surprised you don't understand that.
No, I'm just trying to confirm, that there isn't some other connection that I'm not aware of. I kind of figured that they rub shoulders.
No, good friends.
So, if you were with him, I haven't seen him in days. We have some arrangement. We're supposed to be starting a business of sorts. Where was it that you said, the dock ward?
Yes, I'm sorry to say I left him there.
That's a shithole.
I'm afraid something might have. Yes, it can be. I mean, great town. All of Waterdeep is wondrous, but yes, it is a little rough and tumble down there. In the dock ward, it's the Skewered Dragon, Net Street and Fillet Lane, right around that area. That's where I left him. I'm sorry to say.
Am I familiar with that place at all, or that area? I'm familiar with the road or the tavern or that. I know the dock ward, but do I know that general area?
Yep, you've been through that area. You seem to remember that place being a little dilapidated. You'd be a little surprised that's where they chose to go. And when you mention anything, when he mentions it, and then you think about it for a second, and then you get like a look on your face, like the look on, you could read it on your face. Why would they be hanging out at a place like that? It's like he explains. So we get bored, and find new places to go, and we just ended up there. I know it's not the best decision, and that's why I feel horribly about it. But he turns to Dern and says, but I couldn't imagine Donovan looking for him by himself down there. Possibly your rugged friend could help. And he motions at Roland.
Yeah, well, that's what he's here for. He's my rugged friend. I certainly wouldn't undertake this on my own. I've lived in Waterdeep long enough not to be stupid about going into the dark ward. Wait, when was the last time you saw Floon?
Well, 2 nights ago.
And it's been like 3 or 4 since I've seen him?
Yeah, you might have seen him that afternoon.
So you're going to write a story about me. Perhaps one about me and Floon and my strong friend, rugged friend Roland here.
I did actually include a funny anecdote about one of our excursions. It was just in a side column on my last book, but
yeah, I think Floon did tell me about a trip to Mother Tathlorn's that he made with you, and a rather embarrassing moment.
You know how editors are, though. They want the monsters and stuff. Our drinking habits don't really make the front page, if you follow my drift.
How long will you be in Waterdeep, Volo?
Well, as long as the books are selling. When that slows down, I'll be out looking for more source material to write.
Where will you stay while you're here? A celebrity such as yourself.
Well, tonight I'll be staying here at the inn. Since I'm already here and we're already drinking, and I did want to talk to you, so I'm really glad Dernan asked you to be here. This is wonderful, wonderful. I'm glad that someone else is concerned about this. Everyone else I talk to says, well, it's Floon, and he's probably just out partying, but I know I just have a horrible feeling about it. And maybe it's just because I was the last one to see him that, well, I just want to keep a positive attitude anyway. So the two of you will look for then?
I'll look at Roland. Of course we will. Oh, I did yes, we will. And I'm sure if you're going to be here for a night or two, we'll be back to fill you in. As a matter of fact, how late is it right now? Is it like after midnight?
It's around midnight.
I'll look over at that table of girls. Are they still doing like the lunch the lunch table, like look over and then like turn away and giggle at Roland?
Am I the only one that went to an all-boys school?
The entire time.
That
entire time.
That explains a lot.
I'm unimpressed with the giggling.
Yeah, I love that. All the the pent up. You're gonna cut loose. I feel like I should leave you here with them. You're probably more of a danger to be around me right now. So Roland, it's a bit late, but I typically wouldn't want to wander the streets. But how far is the dock ward? How long would it take? I mean, because Waterdeep is like New York. I mean, in terms of its scope.
What?
Yeah. Well, I mean, not
doesn't come off that big.
Like Staten Island. It's like, yeah, it is.
Oh.
It's like that big. So walking from one ward to another can be, can take a half hour. I mean, I'm really interested in finding. So you understand, Roland. Floon, in addition to being something of a business partner with me, is also is recently purchased an older structure that he's looking to turn into a business. We're sort of impromptu business partners. We have rooms there, live there together, and I'm pretty interested in finding him.
Volo interjects and says, "Oh, you're talking about the property? Yes. Floon told me about his plans to have you run the property. I think it's a marvelous idea."
Well, there may be some changes. I'm reconsidering. I'll look over at that table of giggling girls. It may not be a tavern. I'm thinking perhaps a brothel, but that decision can be made later.
Oh my good boy. He grabs his belly and starts to laugh. That is funny, yes.
You need me
a lot of competition. A lot of competition.
Yeah, well, that's a decision to be made later with Floon. How do I have an idea?
Durnan picks up his glass and slams it on the counter, holds it up in the air, and starts to, "Here's to the city of splendors, deep water where the edge of the sea meets rivers of gold, all the coins ever made. Flow past, gods, throw some to me." And he throws back his drink and motions to all of you. And
is he buying another round?
Durnan, he looks at the bottle. Not of this, I'm sorry to say, but I got another.
I'm drunk enough not to be too picky at this time, Durnan. So whatever you have, please.
Oh yeah, possibly. Yeah, maybe you're a little young. Maybe we should call it a night. He puts the bottle back down under the.
Hold then. He may be young, but I'm still thirsty.
Well, how could I deny you, Roland? And he plops down a shot glass, pulls a cork off, throws some still good spirits, not what you were just drinking, but
I'll say to him, he's fine. I'll be taking care of him this evening anyway.
Chaperoning me, you could say, Durnan. Durnan, how far is it from here to the Skewered Dragon in the dock ward? Walk, I mean, this time of night.
It is a little late to be going down there, but I suppose if you had this chap with you, it would be okay. 20-minute walk, maybe. You're just right on the cusp. You're still in the castle ward, but in a few blocks you'd be in the dock ward, and then it's just a matter of walking. There's a main street you can walk down, and then there's a bunch of back streets, of course, you could take. Would add 5-10 minutes to your walk. With that, though, door opens and a guard comes in, a representative of the
guard or a watch.
Actually, the city watch. And good eye.
Do I know them?
Why would you know them?
The City Watch?
Yes.
He motions at Durnan, and Durnan calls him over to the bar. He excuses himself and goes to the middle of the bar and talks to this City Watch person. And he just motions at you. Continue, Volo. Tell Donovan everything you know. And then he just excuses himself.
I'll mention to Roland, well, he probably already knows, but I'll insult his intelligence. Be like, City Watch, the Watch isn't the guard. Not the ones you fought with at Trollgate, I would imagine.
Oh.
He would have fought with the guards.
I don't recognize him.
Not the Watch.
Got it. Okay.
No, I'm asking you, Dungeon Master.
Oh, Roland fought. You're talking about Roland, who he fought with?
Yeah, Trollgate.
No, would I know someone from the Watch?
Roland was with a group of adventurers, like a large party, adventuring party.
Got
you. No, but in my interactions coming to the city every winter and interacting with the guard and whatnot, have I ever interacted with the Watch? And is this someone I would know?
Yeah, because no, you wouldn't know the person. There's a tons of Watch and guard, and you definitely would have interacted with the Watch before. You've spent enough time here that when you come in the gates, you'll see both Watch and guard because that's where they kind of overlap when you go from.
And I figure they all want word on what's going on outside.
Yeah, that noise is back, by the way.
Yeah, I just heard it now too.
And with that, Durnan starts walking back, and the guard leaves the bar.
Is the noise fixed?
I don't hear anything now. Yeah.
The Watch makes me nervous.
Why's that?
Well, the guards guard the walls. The Watch watches all. And anything that happens within the walls of Waterdeep, chances are they have their hands in it as well. Not much better than the Zenarim or Xanther's guild.
Durnan says, well, for the most part, the Watcher, keeping thugs at bay, so I appreciate that, but I'll tell you, in this instance, it's a bit of a double-edged sword. That troll, apparently the Watch just advised me that that troll wreaked havoc down that escaped our little scuffle at the door. Apparently people traced it back to the yawning portal, and now the Watch is, they asked me who was fighting, and Otto's name came up because he was watching the door, of course, and oh God. Now they want to talk to Otto about picking out some of the thugs in a lineup. They think they caught them.
Well, you didn't mention my name.
Oh, no.
I'll smile out. Of course you didn't. I knew you wouldn't do that to me, Dorn. Roland, on the other hand, I know I saw him swinging a sword. I actually didn't even shoot. Roland. Perhaps it's best if you sit at the other end of the bar.
No, I didn't mention his name. I wasn't.
No.
Stop looking at you. And then hit my drink yet again.
They got several accounts of the story. And they're trying to make it look like we were responsible in some way.
It was a Zenarim.
Just to give you a glimpse of what he describes.
And Durnan, I wanted to ask, this isn't a personal vendetta the Zentarim have with you. It's something else, right? Just causing trouble at a place where there's a large gathering of folk? Like they've been known to do of late? Or is this, you owe them money, or they have some investment here?
You asking Volo?
Yeah. No, I'm asking Durnan.
And you mean the Yawning Portal?
Well, I mean, they picked this place as a target. Zenarim. We all saw it.
Well, we've had a lot of run-ins with Xanathar's gangs, Zentarum, all sorts of. Even heard a report of the old unseen rearing their ugly heads. It's just been a blood in the streets these days, and certain people just don't know how to run an underworld business. Apparently, they just have to cause mayhem and murder.
Who are the unseen?
Oh, it's an old, just another gang. I've just heard stories of late, but I've heard they've been died out years ago, actually.
Well, if there's anything that myself or Roll we can do to help, Durnan, you could rely on us. And Volo, I mean, it's getting a bit late, but it may be worthwhile to at least stop by and get a look at the Skewered Dragon. Was there anyone at the Skewered Dragon that Floon may have talked to or spent time with that you knew or were introduced to?
Let me have to stay on the bed.
No, we just stuck to ourselves. No one we really knew there. I'm surprised he wanted to stay, actually. I really didn't think twice about it. We just kind of laughed and went our separate ways. Unfortunately, he stayed there.
Well,
and I left.
It's a place to look. And I'm glad to see somebody else noticed his disappearance.
Well, yeah. Floon's a very important person to me. We've had a lot of good times together. Wouldn't want any harm to come to him, of course, and certainly not because of my poor judgment.
No.
Where was the last? Who was the last to have seen him?
Apparently me.
Two nights ago at the Skewered Dragon off of Flit Lane in the Dock Ward. I'll raise my glass to Volo and Roland. To Floon.
To Floon, yes.
How far away is that bar?
About 20 minutes walk. Perhaps we could stop there on our way back. The business that Floon was starting with, he purchased the property already. Like, we've been sort of squatting in the upper floor. That's a question.
You've been there, but now, you might have squatted there once or twice.
Yeah, because I don't have a place. But I'm assuming that if I could have, I'm not saying that out loud to Roland, but I'm assuming that if Floon and I had, if he has the building, that I might have thrown a bedroll down there or something like that,
I proposed to give the property to Floon, and Floon told me he planned on giving it to you. So you're more than welcome. It'll take time for the paperwork to be.
Wait, the property was yours?
The property was mine, yes.
How did you come into ownership of an orphanage?
It is mine. Well, it was an orphanage years ago. It's been other things since then.
Years ago.
Before I became owner of it.
Where did Floon stay there recently?
It's in a nice part of town. I mean, it just needs to be fixed up. So,
yeah, I've been there.
I got it at a bargain. That's why it's just an investment, And really, I'm willing to give up the investment for a good friend, and I don't have the time to tend to it myself. So that's why I planned on giving it to Floon. Floon wanted to then in hand give it to you. So. No, any friend of Floon's is a friend of mine.
Oh, well.
Where does Floon live?
He does have his own. He has a proper place though. Floon. He's got money and shit. He's not like me.
Floon to sleep on.
If you need me to help you hunt him down since he's missing, then maybe we ought to start with where he lived.
Well, I think I've probably been to his flat in the last 2 days, just banging on the door, maybe let myself in to look around to see if he was around and he wasn't there.
That's right. Donovan.
No. As a tracker, whatnot.
That was days ago.
It's not like I just walk in the street and say, "Oh, I to someone I've never met, to look for clues to see where he might be.
Well, the freshest clues we have were just provided by young Volo here. He's not young, is he? He's like in his 50s, 40s.
30s.
Is he? Nice beard.
Yeah. What, did we saw him at the bar?
Who, Volo? Yeah, he went drinking with him 2 nights ago at the Skewer Dragon. I haven't seen him since that morning, so that's the last time anybody that I know of that has seen him, so.
And what did Volo do with it?
They got hammered.
Did they leave the bar?
They got hammered, and Volo left, and Floon wanted to stay, so Floon stayed, and that was the last anybody seen of him.
All right, fine. But I wouldn't have any clues as to what, or anything to track him other than unless I had an idea where how he lived, and all the other stuff. So.
No, I get you. I was just thinking if we were going to be leaving here tonight, and I've got a place.
We can certainly go by there.
I've got a place for you to stay. It's free.
That works.
It's got a.
I wasn't thinking of going to his place tonight. I'm half in the bag.
There's a well not far from the front door. Like I said, did I mention it's free?
Well, maybe he's fallen in the well.
Well, perhaps. If that's the case, then we'll probably never see Floon again, and I'll never get my.
Durnan says, "You mean the portal there? No one goes in there without my knowing it. We don't lift that stage up for, and certainly wouldn't have just left it uncovered for someone to fall in.
I don't think he's talking. No, you meant outside of.
No, outside of the he meant a true well.
Outside of the
well of water.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
I've learned to stay at least a table length back from the edge of the yawning portal. Well, you'll be staying here then tonight, Volo. Before it gets too late, perhaps it's best if I take my leave. You were well met. So good to meet you.
He takes your hand. Do you offer your hand?
Oh yeah, I'll give him the bro hug.
He takes your hand and like puts his other hand around it and like shakes your arm up and down. Oh, very good to meet you, Donovan. Very good to meet you.
Pleasure's mine. It's rare I get to meet a legendary author. Unlike most of my friends, I can actually read, so perhaps, leave a copy of your book with Durnan. Maybe I'll get around to reading some of your actual writing at some point.
Oh, and he's written of me.
He's about to.
Did he have anything to do with that?
You're a hero.
That article? Yeah, of 11 years ago.
Yep. He wrote that you had sex with a Zenorim spy.
Cool. Did he have anything to do with that?
No, he wouldn't write some dribble like that. The Waterdeep? No, he wouldn't write.
11 years ago?
No, he was practically a child 11 years ago.
Practically.
If you address it with him, he says, "Oh no, I never wrote for a newspaper. I do know many of the people that run papers in town, but no, that wouldn't have been me."
Oh, you should get a name there, Roland, in case you want to go look this dude up and punch him in the face.
It's all dribble anyway. Most of those papers.
No, not at all. Just curious.
Yes, it is. Untrue, much of it. Well, Volo, I can say it's been interesting and an honor. It's rare I meet a celebrity. Matter of fact, you're the first one, in all honesty. Well, you and Roland, 2 in one night.
Well, I appreciate that. He does get his head obviously gets bigger every time you mention anything about his being famous or anything like that.
While we leave, I have a feeling that my friend Roland here has left that particular table of young ladies over there quite stimulated by his presence. It would probably behoove you to get a round of, say, 4 drinks and take them over there after Rowan and I leave. I'll slap him on the shoulder, give him a pat on the shoulder, like I just gave him the best advice he's ever going to get in his life. They are ready. So, Rowan, you'll be joining me?
Sure, but let me say good evening to the ladies.
Don't ruin it for Volo. I'll say it real quiet.
Not at all. I'll go over to all 4 of them and wrap the table with my hand.
Gad, move your guy over.
I gotta watch. Tom is gonna watch it definitely. Like,
there you go. Yeah. Very good evening and sweet dreams to you all.
Oh, you're not leaving, are you?
Have to go, yes.
Oh,
hopefully I'll see you again sometime soon.
Oh, but I was looking forward to getting to know you, Teeny says, and the other girls.
As was I. And they'll have to wait for another night, though. I'll be in town all winter.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll be looking for you.
So plenty of opportunity to warm each other up.
Oh shit! I can't stop. I'm gonna walk over. Carol, I'll say as I walk up because I write that is Carol, right on the.
It is.
Carol, I'll smile.
You're like half under.
In the bag. Carol, you gotta introduce me to your friends. I'm Donovan.
Donovan, we don't want to hang around people that hang around the nobles. We saw your girlfriend tonight.
Wait, she was here?
And when she says we, she like puts her hand out motioning to the other girls, and they all like cross their arms and kind of look at you like,
shit, well, how long ago did you see her?
well, she was standing by you at the bar before all the commotion happened. And
wait, Esfel?
Yes, Esfel. You know who I'm talking about.
I fucked that up. Thank you. Have a good night, ladies.
Right.
Roland, don't take too long.
I'm going back to.
Carol says, "Whatever, Donovan."
Just leave him. Donovan, come on.
Yeah, doors this way.
Come, my friend. Show me where we're headed.
Doors this way.
Where are you guys headed?
I think we're gonna at least go take a look at the skewered dragon. I mean, she said it was off of Follett in the dock ward. She gave me a cross street, but I couldn't quite understand what it was. But I'm thinking once I get down there, I know I probably, if I can roll a check to see if I can, like, got a pretty good idea of the area. Maybe intelligence check? I have investigation.
Your intelligence check would just improve your speed in getting there. I mean, you'll definitely find it. All you have to do is trace your memory. Oh, yeah, it's down around Net Street, Fillet Lane. Yeah, I know generally where it's at. But you can roll it. It might speed up your travels.
Is this a new place?
Yeah, I mean, I don't recall. I probably have walked by it, but I don't recall ever drinking there. I try and of recent months.
Well, given my background and the fact that I've been here every winter and I get schnockered, I don't know why I wouldn't know where the hell it was.
I should have just rolled an intelligence check. I rolled a save, but it doesn't matter. Same thing. Well, I mean, I don't drink there anymore. I mean, I may have in my younger days. I'm saying this as like a 17-year-old boy. In my younger days, I may have drank in the dock ward, but I've been trying to move away from some of the slummier areas of Waterdeep. The dock ward does tend to gather some of that type of folk, especially this late at night, which is why it's beneficial that I have you with me.
All right. Well,
they do have cheaper drinks.
You do know the route. You travel. You can look at the map. This is basically pulling up your memory of where to go. And you tell me which way you go.
Oh, yeah, it's not far, huh? There's the dock ward. So let me see where. So given, I don't know if that was, I rolled a 13 as far as my intelligence check.
Yeah.
About where do I see, where is Net and Fillet? I don't see it right away here. Because we're like right on the end. Oh, there it is. There's Net Street. So it's going to be off of there probably somewhere. There it is. It's in this area right here. Right?
It is here. I'll show you exactly where it is. It's this right there facing an alley. This alley that runs through this whole block here. It's this, and I'll put a little marker there.
Where?
Yeah, you're on your GM screen, I think, dude.
Oh, hold on.
Maybe put a little red dot or something on the a little gray dot.
Are you talking here?
Yeah, it's somewhere near there.
Hold on. No, that's not the right placement. Hold on a sec.
That is Fillet Lane, though, right? That's it. That he did say.
Yep, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, Fillet Lane's up here. Yeah.
I thought he said Net and Fillet, but maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, in between. See where Net Street is?
Yep. Right here.
So we're just going to Snail Street.
In between Fillet Lane and Net Street.
Oh, in this block
here. On this corner right here. I'm trying to put a marker on it. I don't know why.
So we just want to go here.
Just use draw and put a little gray dot on it.
We want to go here, right?
Yeah, take Snail Street all the way down.
And we got here, Snail Street.
Yep, just take it all the way down. That's
amazing. Take it all the way down to here.
Yep.
And then down there.
We just got to figure out which building it is.
It is, hold on. That building right there. Do you see that marker?
Nope. Still doing it on the GM screen.
Nope.
All right. Layer. Token layer.
There it is. Okay.
Oh, I see a black rectangle around.
Yep, right there. No, it's actually, it's not that far. I mean, it's not right around the corner, but Yawning Portal's only right here, and it's essentially right down Snail.
Yeah. And here, let me give you an idea of, let me see here. Here, this is, oh, son of a bitch. Oh, what the hell? I just wanted to show you the map so you could get an idea. So when you look at the map, this is only the portion of Waterdeep up to where Castle Waterdeep is. Right around the Yawning Portal is a few blocks just south of the very top of this map. So all you're seeing here is about a third of Waterdeep. So you're traveling from about here at the top. I can't actually click on it.
I see what you mean.
All the way down to the bottom of the map. So it is a good little trek. And, you're walking. You're being cautious. You're not just like...
We'll stick to the middle of the street. They have a Lamplighters Guild and everything here in Waterdeep, right? So the streets, the main roads are at least lit.
Until you get into the dock ward, then a lot of the lights have been broken. You'll find the candles have been stolen out of them. But yeah, up in this area where you're at now, everything's really fine.
Actually, you can almost see, I think, the block on this map where I can't click on it because it's not, a map, but I think I can actually see the area where we're going. But
so perhaps the most notorious and colorful of the wards of Waterdeep, Dock Ward is known to thousands all over Faerun from travelers' tales. Most portray it as a lawless, brawling place of drunks, smugglers, roaming monsters, and fell magic where brawls are frequent. Those tales aren't far wrong, and all they leave out is the heavy city watch patrols and the non-stop day and night work that goes on all around that fund.
And we're not. It's legal for us to be carrying weapons, right? Based on what I know about the city code, I believe we're allowed. There's no law against it.
Yeah,
Okay.
they discourage it only because it's like, well, if you have a weapon, it ends up either someone's going to take it from you and use it on you, or you're just more apt to use a weapon. So they don't want you to carry weapons. But you're right; they're not going to lock you up for carrying a weapon.
I'll say to him, I'm like, look, just Roland, keep your cloak, as if he's never been in Waterdeep before, because I'm sort of a young know-it-all. Keep your cloak around your sword, and if any of the guards stop us, perhaps sometimes just a couple of silver shards is enough to allow them to pass on their way, and we move. You know what? Just let me do the talking.
Sure. No fear of any trouble coming of that, I'm sure.
But keep your hand close to your sword, because if there is trouble, clearly you're going to be the one that has to deal with it. I barely know how to use this sword, so.
Well, here's the thing. If something does happen, I'll defend us as best I can, and you just run and get help.
I wouldn't leave you. Unlike that,
if that makes you feel more comfortable.
I was trying to make Volo feel more comfortable, but the fact that coward left my drunken friend in a shithole bar down here in the dock ward is making me. But
do I need to take care of him after this?
He's friends with Flume. And Flume is, well, I know Flume, he's not unlike myself. He probably got drunk and asked to be left there, but still unwise. I would have insisted that he left with me had I been there. But, well, so we'll make the walk down to the Skewered Dragon.
There's no issue with carrying a weapon.
No. But it's best.
No. There's a crime. Do you like crime here? It's for brandishing weapons without due cause.
Right, but the guard,
no, but
the watch.
You do have the code legal though.
That's what I'm reading.
Yeah, the watch doesn't like the. There's the difference between the law and the watch.
Well, I'm familiar with some people in the watch. I'm sure.
No, the watch, they don't like any of us having weapons, so just be mindful. That's all I'm saying. We're not in any trouble, but just
okay. Thanks.
Just to not draw attention to it. But keep your hand close to your sword in case someone attacks me, because I clearly am unable to defend myself much more than a young female.
Absolutely. That's my purpose in life.
Hey, I'm going to give you a free place to stay. Well, and in preparation for it, it's not exactly the nicest place, but it is free. And I'll be sleeping there as well. So we'll head down Snail Street. I at least want to give this place a walk by and check it out before we head back to...
Why don't we stop in, grab a drink, and make a quick inquiry?
Yeah, I guess that couldn't hurt.
Best way to find out what happened to him after Volo left him.
It's true.
All right. Well, you're going to make your way there?
Yep. We'll try and make good time too. I'm not going to dick around too much. We'll take Snail Street straight down, stay in the center lane unless there's other traffic, which I'm hoping at midnight there won't be a whole lot of traffic, and try and keep a good pace going and to get down there. It's pretty much.
Here's what the streets look like when you leave the Yawning Portal. That's the Yawning Portal.
What the hell is that thing?
Is that the troll? Is it attacking us?
That is what Durnan described to you as the scene, what happened with this troll. It actually ended up...
Oh, afterwards.
Afterwards, yes. The guard, as you can see, all positioned around them, ended up cornering them or, surrounding him and dousing it with fire is what Durnan told you, but not before it ended up killing an innocent civilian. So there is a little bit of finger pointing going on, but this is what the Yawning Portal looks like from a street level. So you make your way.
Wait, which building is the Yawning Portal?
It should say it.
Oh, there it is. I see. Okay. Sorry, I was zoomed in on the map, so just trying to bring it down here a little. So it wasn't very far. That's a great map, by the way.
Which way are you going to go? To the right or to the left when you leave?
I believe Snail Street is to this side, so our left, but the map's right east on the, like, if you're looking at it like a map. So
Yeah, got it.
and I'm guessing Snail Street is down here somewhere.
Yeah, much further south, but yes, in that direction.
Okay. Yeah, we'll head that way.
All right. Oh, the fuck.
Look at how big the yawning portal is. It's fancy as fuck. Holy shit, another cool map.
So, now one thing you remember now, Donovan, about the Skyward Dragon, for as long as you can remember, and it's not, you can't see it from here where you're standing, but there's a big ship's anchor for some unknown reason sticking out of the roof of this. You've even asked about it before. You can't give a straight answer from anyone. Who knows why there's a big ship's anchor in the roof of this building? And the windows are, broken. It's dilapidated to a good extent, as a good amount of the buildings in the dock ward are. They're not kept up very well. On your way here, the lights were not. You notice a lot of the candles were out. You also notice that Roland has a uncanny ability to see his way. There was a couple of things he stepped right over. He obviously saw them, and then you saw them right. You stepped over them too because you saw him step over them, but you might have missed it, and you were pretty surprised of how agile he was, probably due to his good eyesight in the dark. So here you are in the front of this kind of rundown dive bar. Who's doing what?
I guess I'm walking in. I got a strong half elf behind me. Sure. I'll push the door open like I own the place.
I'll follow him in.
Oh, I gotta move her.
Move your gun in. You move him in.
I was moving some of our, trying to figure out a good video angle for our recording here. So I'm just gonna move this all over to the side here.
Oh, yeah. That's why I don't plan to move maps too much. I wouldn't do it on the night with all the people here, but I figured I would show you some.
No, this is good. No, it's good. I think from now on, I'm just going to move everybody over to the right. That's the best way to go. Oh, cool. It's a cool map. Cool map. That's what she said.
So the door opens into you. You open in the door?
Oh, yeah. I'll walk down.
All right.
Oh, shit. I shouldn't have walked in here. Immediately looking around like, these guys can totally kick my ass.
Do I recognize anybody? Although I see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them are identical.
They're just roughs, dude. It's like scumbag. Something different about that guy, scumbag. That's why they all look the same. It's like, none of these guys. All right, I'll walk around the table and go right up to the bar.
Do I know anyone here? Do I recognize anyone here?
These guys look a lot like. They kind of look alike, as you can tell by their images. They look like the guys that dropped that ran away from the scene. You weren't there when they dropped it, but from what you could gather,
the troll.
Oh my God, are these guys in a rim? We just fucking walked into the hornet's nest. Oh well.
They do look like thugs that you would associate with the Zentarim, possibly.
Can I use my investigation to look just casually as I look around the room for any identifying tattoos or jewelry?
Yeah.
Not that good.
Did you say jewelry?
Yeah, the Zentarim. Sometimes they're like gangbangers. They wear
Oh, okay.
They have signals, bandanas and shit like that. No, tattoos, jewelry, sometimes headbands. Those types of
It
things.
takes you a while, but you do spot one of those tattoos. It's a flying snake.
I'll just lean in close to Roll and just be like, these people are not friendly. Be aware.
They didn't look very friendly.
I'll walk right up to the bar, giving special attention to this guy that's sitting alone in the back corner.
Where's the bartender?
This
guy? This guy?
Yeah, that's the bartender. I'm going to...
Yeah.
Okay, now, does he know that language that I happen to know?
Well, how are you going to determine if he does?
No, wait a minute. What is that?
What language do you know?
Thieves' Cant?
I know Thieves' Cant.
No, it's not Thieves' Cant.
Oh. I don't know what you're talking about.
Where are my languages? No, proficiencies in languages. Was it Sylvan? No, Common Sylvan? It was Sylvan.
That's Elven. These guys don't know Elven. They probably barely
No,
barely know Common. I'll walk up to the bar.
There was a language that...
What can I do for you?
2 ales. 2 ales, sir. And I'll carefully, concealing my purse, like reach into my purse and pull out a couple silver, like 3 or 4, and just put them on the bar in front of me.
He eyes it up, then turns around kind of gruffly, starts fussing with the glasses.
Are we getting like the music goes quiet, everybody turns and looks at you kind of thing, or is that kind of started to go away now that we've walked up to the bar and are getting a drink? Because I'm sure as soon as we walk...
Animal House?
Exactly as you described it, yes.
We'd like to dance with your dick.
So I'm gonna give it, like, he brings us a drink. I'll take a couple of sips, let him take a couple of sips, talk to Roland briefly about these guys being Zenarim. And then once everybody seems to be kind of like, okay, these guys aren't watch, or these guys aren't going to cause any trouble, then I'll lean over to the barkeep.
Wait a minute.
How much was the two ales that he poured us?
Silver each. Thank you.
Shit better be good. I won't say that.
Wait a second.
It's watered down for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure it's garbage, but I'm not.
What do I have? What do I have in money on me?
I just started with 10 gold pieces, dude.
I have 10 GP. All right.
So I'll pay for your drink, dude.
No.
Yeah. Just don't worry about
it. And that's fine. I'll lay out a couple gold pieces to the bartender. Ask him if he knows when the last time he saw a friend of mine.
Wait. Hey, sir. Barkeep.
You'll find no friends here.
I didn't say you were my friend. I'm looking for someone who's supposed to be at my wedding last night. Guest of honor didn't show. I'll look at him to see if he understands what I'm saying.
He looks to his right, to the guy to the right of him, and he looks to the left, to the guy to the left of him, kind of does a sneer, and looks back at you and says, I see a lot of people.
I'm sure you do, but this man, very important. He was the...
As he's talking, I'm going to pull out my gold pieces and just happen to count them on the bar, that's all.
Listen, we're really looking for this man. He was the best man at this gathering. This bride is never going to forgive him for what happened. Never going to forgive him for what happened. He wasn't present for the service, for dinner afterwards, so now the best man has put us in charge of finding him. Finding him to make sure he understands how much he hurt the bride by not appearing there. It's very important that we find him because it's very important that we deliver this message to him. He was here 2 nights ago. I know you know who he is.
I don't know what you're talking about. A wedding, a best man, and what are you asking me?
I'll I'm going to try and see if, I don't know, can I use my investigation skill to try and figure out if this guy it's giving me the fuck off, or if he's actually not understanding.
He's totally giving you the fuck off. It's super clear to you, even though I'm not giving it to you clear. But wait a second, Roland, did you throw your gold up on the counter?
He did.
I've been counting them out one at a time. Very slowly.
Are you sure? We really want to find him.
Is there something I can roll?
This guy leaves, you notice from behind. You hear someone walk out the door. You catch it out the corner of your eye. You see this guy leave.
Where?
In the back.
Wait, I got this thing on. Oh, one of the twins?
By the front door.
And you see another guy leave. Right after him, another guy leaves.
Fuck.
Relax. There's always more than one exit of any building.
Why don't you ask Salamil over there? And he points at the guy sitting at the table in the corner here.
Yeah, I figured he was somebody important. Ah, good. What's he drinking?
Wait, which table? By the chessboard or?
Yeah.
He brings his own.
Yeah.
Maybe he can help you. I'm not feeling real talkative.
He probably should bring his own because this ale tastes like you pissed in it. I'll push it back and pick up your coins. And come on, follow me. Trying to act hard, tough, and not piss my pants as I walk around this guy over to the table here.
So this dwarf, small in stature, but stout, older man, looks up as you approach.
I'll put my hands up and is to make it clear that I'm not holding a weapon.
And I'll grab the hilt of mine.
He says, I heard you, and I know who you're talking about. But there's only one way you're going to find out, and that's as if either we fight, and he holds up his fist with his elbow on the table, or you play me in a game of Sava. And he points at the board. You have to win one of those contests to get my information.
Shit, well, clearly I'm not going to fight you, sir.
You know the game of Sava, by the way. This old version of chess is a drow invention. Two players play against each other using ebony pieces resembling drow warriors, mages, and priestesses. The goal of the game is to destroy the other player's noble house. It is a game of skill, deception, and insight. A game of Sava takes around 30 minutes, you remember?
All right. Game it is, sir, because I'm not interested in having you crush my head tonight. So I'll pull up a seat. I asked the barkeep what you were drinking, but he said you brought your own. I'm Donovan.
He grabs his bottle from under the table, puts it up on top of the table, says, "Good choice."
Yes, well, I'm not stupid. I haven't lived this long on Waterdeep, not knowing who can kick my ass. So I'm sorry. I'm Donovan. You are?
I'm Salamil.
Wait, how did I not get over to here with him?
Salamil Silverfingers. A broad-shouldered dwarf with smoothly oiled black beard and a multitude of different silver rings on his stubby fingers. He sticks his chin out and plants two fists on the table in front of you. Ain't none of these darn fools are going to tell you nothing. You can believe me. If you want to know anything about the skinny boy and his pompous buddy, you'll have to win it from me.
Fair enough. At least I know you know who I'm talking about. I'll look at whatever you put on the table, the two fists, and I'll turn. Is there any empty glasses on this table?
There are, yeah.
I'll grab one and dump whatever's out onto the floor there, wipe it off with my vest, and then put it back on the table, and then throw 8 silver pieces just onto the table. Listen, I can't drink any of the piss that they're serving up there at the bar. Perhaps you'd be kind enough to pour me a drink? Good sir.
You want this?
Sure.
The thing I've been drinking, tugging on all night.
Well, considering I think that man has pissed in the keg all night, yes, I think I'll take whatever it is that your lips have been touching. And again,
all right, and he pours it into your glass.
I'll look at Roland and be like, feel free to have a sip of this if you choose to. I'll take a little quick taste of it. Is it like moonshine?
It is moonshine, yep.
I'll take it just the slightest of sips and try not to look like a pussy and wince after I do try and then put it down next to me as if to indicate to Roland, like, don't let me drink any more of that. And then I'll sit.
And then I'll grab it and finish it off.
All right. So the first,
let's play.
There's 3. It's going to come down to 3 rolls here. Roll an intelligence. You're basically your ability to play the game. The Savage check.
All right, so it's an intelligence. And so is that an intelligence save or just an intelligence roll?
Intelligence roll.
Okay.
And I would like to. Is there something I can roll to see if he's cheating?
I'm gonna, be helpful to have 2 sets of eyes. I don't think it's like chess. I don't think you can cheat necessarily.
You can certainly roll a perception check. Yeah, you don't know much of the game of Saba, but you can watch and see if he pulls an extra piece out of this, just general.
I know enough of sleight of hand. I would imagine.
Right, sleight of hand or just character, how he holds himself. Make sure he doesn't pull a gun or something.
16. Why am I pink?
It's a 20. Look in the chat.
What?
Look in the chat because that's your unmodified roll. If you look in the chat, you can see what you actually rolled.
20.
So
this guy looks like he's ready to play a game. You don't see him making any false moves or anything.
I'm not getting the feeling he's going to cheat. He's just trying to fucking beat me fair and square. So, what do I need to roll? And tell one. There's 3 checks.
Yep.
So an intelligence check, and then what?
Then it's going to be a charisma check, the deception check. So that's where you fake him out, basically.
Okay.
And then a wisdom check, an insight check.
That's awful. All right. So it's
compare the combined totals of all 3, determine the winner of the game.
All right. So it's insight. So intelligence, charisma. Can I use persuasion for charisma?
Yes.
So, and I don't have an intelligence related. No, I have an investigation. That doesn't really count. So I'll just roll an intelligence check. So an intelligence roll, a persuasion roll, and then a
insight,
wisdom roll, right? All right. So here we go. We'll start with the intelligence roll first. Oh, not bad. All right.
Well, you're ahead of the game.
Can I roll the persuasion?
Go for it.
This is my charisma persuasion check. Not bad.
Oh, that persuasion.
Yeah, but I got my worst check is yet to come.
Oh.
Oof. Yeah, that's a good fucking
roll. You guys are even. You're straight up even.
That's not good for us, bro.
No, you're ahead of us.
Let me just tell you, bro. The end, when the strategy all comes in, I'm like at the front, like, hey, I'm winning this shit. Oh, hey, no, don't pay any attention. Then I'm like, shit, how'd he beat me? That's totally how it goes. All right, here we go. Come on, roll high.
Do I need to...
Yeah, that might actually be good for me, dude. I rolled low, but he rolled lower. Yeah.
So, he's like, he hits the table. The pieces all topple over. I hate losing that game. Anyway, I'll tell you. Your friend came with his pompous buddy, His pompous buddy ended up leaving, and then your friend met another man. They looked a lot alike. They both had red hair.
And then what?
I'm wondering if that could be.
Then they left together, and 5 thugs followed them out of here.
That's not good.
I wouldn't expect to find your friend alive.
Well, Salamo, it's been a pleasure.
Any of those thugs here tonight?
No. You notice almost the entire room is cleared out, by the way.
Yeah, there's just like one dude. It's us and like one dude. I'm just going to take the 5 silver that I dropped on the table and just push them across the table towards the bottle that he was pouring from. It was a good game, sir. Very close. Yeah, clearly, I think I got lucky clearly at the end. Salado.
Yeah, we got to wrap it up.
Yep.
I'm sorry to say.
I'll just tell him safe travels, and then I'll touch Roland on the shoulder, and I'll be like, I think I might have an idea who we left with, but we'll have to go take a look. So.
Right. So the next thing we need to figure out is how to get out of here safely.
Oh, we're gonna get out of here safely. We're good.
Yeah. One more thing. They were Xanathar thugs, not Zentarum.
That's all I've seen here, though.
That's all you see in here tonight.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't happen to be Zentarum, would you?
No. I work with no man.
I'm inclined to believe you. Use that silver to buy another bottle for yourself, sir. Well met. Safe travels home tonight.
Well, thank you.
And I'll touch Roland on the shoulder, and hopefully we can safely walk out of here. And damn, I got lucky at the end there, dude. Did you see that 7 wisdom? And luckily, the dungeon master went.
What I didn't understand was why is it -1?
Because I'm a retard, dude. He's 17 years old, dude. His wisdom is like 0. He's a smart kid, but he's like, dude, he's not wise, like, he's not clever. He's smart. Like, hey, I can read. Hey, and so you understand, you know what, dude? I'm going to start teaching Roland and be like, look, I know you said you speak other languages, right? Roland?
Yeah, I thought I did.
No, I'm going to teach you another language. If you're going to be here in Waterdeep, this language will serve you much better. The summers when you're out marching about in the prairies and then the corn rows and the forests and such, you'll be fine. But inside here, there's another tongue that's spoken. Similar to the common tongue, but subtle. And I'm going to start teaching them thieves' cant. You want to learn a language, Roland?
That's fine, yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's good. So the next time you can pick up a language, you can pick up thieves' cant. Because I can teach it to you. That's the whole shit about the wedding was like, hey, dude, we had an event, a thieves, a sponsored event. He was supposed to be there, and I was trying to insinuate like we were supposed to kill him or involve with him. I didn't want him to know that we were his friends or anything, and he didn't show up. So where the fuck is essentially what I was asking him. And then he was like, I don't know what you're talking about, which he did, but he didn't want to talk to me, so he pointed us to somebody that was willing to talk to us, which made total sense.
Right, but I remember when I created the character because of, if I'm not mistaken, my favorite enemy, I selected 2 humanoids.
I saw you posted something there.
That was an accident. I hit a button. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
Favorite enemy.
Yeah, but I got it. I'm positive I got extra languages because of that.
Place yourself outside real quick, and then we'll call it a session.
Wait, are you telling me to?
I'm following you.
Want me to stop recording?
You going back outside?
Oh yeah.
Well, place your guys outside.
That's not good. That's never. Oh, motherfucker!
That's why I was suggesting that we go out a different way.
I was too busy trying to tell you how to speak thieves. Yeah. Like, no. Listen to me, dude. This is why Donovan's not wise. He's like, listen, no, I'm going to tell you how to speak the language. And then suddenly it's like, we're all about to get mugged.
And the one guy cracks his knuckles and looks you right in the eye.
Batman!
We're going to be in this shit. Fuck.
We'll call it there.
Awesome. Great way to end that, by the way. Cool. So, good time. Well done, DM. Enjoyed. Real cool.
I always work it up bigger in my head, but I hope it plays out okay.
No, we had some connection issues and stuff, but it was really good. Dude, it was fun. I had a good time.
Yeah, we finished all that before we started, really. So it didn't affect once we started playing. There were no connection issues.
Yeah. Once we all got on, so it was a really good time. Had a fun time. Dungeon Master, thanks for hosting us tonight. It's great playing with you, Roland.
Indeed.
Can't wait to our next session. So it's good seeing you guys.
Thank you, brother. Good job, guys.
Thank you.